the transition to a fairly ubiquitous computing and a fairly pervasive sense of technology in our lives. And its impact is it's showing up in funny ways. So it's showing up in the platform discussion. And when people start to talk about platforms, what happens is it's really setting the piece parts free to be recombined in new and interesting ways. Whether it's streams of data, individuals, geolocation, places, and how people create new combinations of those and how they barter and transfer or trade those pieces is one big discussion that falls out of the meta issue of, boy, we've set all of this stuff free. We've really started to unleash the data, the video, the transactions, the components, the relationship from each other in a way that they had been bound. And initially we saw businesses do it, whether it was financial services or healthcare, starting to take apart analysis from the transaction, from the use, in baby steps. So 10 years ago we took some baby steps in that way. And now it's fully unbundled. So in kind of the ways that banking did it when they started to say we're going to move from local and regional banks and look to things like Visa and MasterCard to have a meta network to allow those transactions to move from one place to another. We're starting to see that in a lot of environments, whether it's recombining services and support around the individual, whether it's recombining data to form new forms of content or engagement, whether it's looking at how do you want to flow through your communications world, how do you want things to come together to you, what does that look like, how is it sort of meta-personalized. I think the platforms that have the potential to have the greatest impact have the least, follow an everybody wins model. That they're not hyper greedy about the percentages they're taking, they're not hyper greedy about how the transactions are happening, but they're increasing the volume for everyone. And what's being disrupted is not, oh, we're going to remove an entity permanently. What's being disrupted is how things engaged with you. So now they have to be constantly saying, hey, I have value, I want to engage with you. Here's how I can work, I'm going to be more agile, I'm playing more creatively. And so the more you can say, I don't need to own it all, I don't want the whole thing, I want everybody to win, the more likely you are to be successful as you look at platform plays.